In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use your Shape tool and the Shape Builder to create a tracing of a photograph. When you're building a logo, sometimes you know the basic shape that you need, but it might be easier to use shapes and the Shape Builder tool than it would be to use the pen tool to draw it freehand. So let's get started. I have a blank canvas here. I'm going to come over onto the interwebs and I'm going to grab a picture of just a simple goldfish. I'm going to come in here and paste him in there. He's pretty huge, so I need to hold the Shift key and resize him down to a smaller size. There we go. Right now I have my selection key or tool. As you can see, I can move him around, and when I'm drawing on top of him, that might actually not be what I need. So while I have him selected, I'm going to come up to my layers panel. And if your layer looks like this, you just have to click this caret to see, here's your fish. I'm going to lock him. And now, no matter what I do, I can't move him around. And that's good, because I'm going to be tracing him, and I don't want him to move. The basic shapes of a fish are made from ellipses. So I'm going to come to my shape tool. I'm going to click and hold it to get my ellipse tool. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. And I'm going to click to drag an oval. All right. When I have this drawing, I need to make sure that the fill color is turned off and that the stroke color is turned on. I need to be able to see once I let go of this shape where it is. All right. So here's my oval that I drew. You can click on the center, the little dot, to move it around, and you can resize and reshape it as needed. I'm going to try to get it pretty close, even though, it's not going to be perfect. We just want the general shape of a fish, so it's okay right now if it's not a perfect alignment, but this is pretty close. See how this ellipse traces the bottom of the fish on his belly? All right, now I want to trace the top of him, his back. So from the center dot, while I still have my shape tool, I can hold the Alt key on my keyboard, Alt, and then click and drag. That makes a copy. And then from that center dot, I can move this ellipse that I've already created. I can move it around to better fit his back. And you can see that this pretty much follows the curve of his back. The first oval we drew did not get his nose, but the second one does cover it. Now we need to get this bottom part. So I'm just going to hold Alt to make another copy, and I'm going to drag it up until we have that fish shape right there. And as you can see, none of this is perfect, but it's pretty much going to trace the shape of our little fish friend here. And you continue doing this. You can just keep making copies and you can keep resizing until you get all of those curved parts of your fish lined up. There we go. We've got one right there. And I'm going to go ahead and make a copy and do down here. All right. The tail is a whole other thing. It might be easier to use the pen tool to do the tail. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to come up here. It's a pretty straight line. See that? And because this next part needs to curve, I'm going to come around that and I'm going to curve it just a little bit. Remember, clicking and dragging with your pen tool will create a curve. And I like that shape basically that we've got here. I will say part of his tail got clipped off because the image that we used, his tail went off the screen a little, so I'm going to have to invent this a little bit. So I want this to be curved, but this isn't super, so I'm going to click on that last anchor point to give myself some freedom here, and I'm going to click this and drag out to make what looks like it might be the right kind of curve, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to finish off. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Okay, and hitting escape will let go of that pen tool for me. You can continue with your fins if you would like to. I know that you guys are doing something besides a fish probably. However, I'm just going to show you how you would finish out whatever it is that you're tracing. You just want to keep tracing until you have all of the bits and pieces traced. All right, I'm almost finished. And you always want to intersect. You want to intersect because the Shape Builder tool only recognizes completed shapes, closed shapes. So if it doesn't start and stop on a path, you're not going to have a closed shape, and you won't be able to use that Shape Builder tool as easily. There's another little fin over here that I'm going to add. Sorry, I was thinking. There we go. All right, so now we have all of our basic shapes of our little fishy. I'm going to come up here and get my regular selection tool, and I'm going to click and drag to select every single one of the shapes that I've made. This is the fun part. I'll come over here and get my Shape Builder tool. You could hold Shift and M on your keyboard to get your Shape Builder tool. Then what I'm going to do is, with my regular cursor, if you look next to it, you see a plus sign. That's default. Default is to add together anything that you click and drag through. I'm going to click and drag through these pieces to create my shape. Okay. I'm just adding together. Oh, I see a problem. But you know what? I don't think it's that big of a problem. We'll get to it in a sec. I'm just going to go through here. And I'm going to get all of the little fin shapes, because remember, we're just trying to make an outline of a fish. Okay. Oh no, there is a problem right here. Okay, I'm going to Control Z until I get back there. I didn't notice it until it was too late. Okay. Looks like I didn't get this guy right here connected, so that was my problem. I'm going to subtract it. I'm going to hold the Alt key and click and drag to get rid of that. All right, we'll deal with this guy. All right, it's hard to tell, but I didn't get these anchor points quite on there. So I'm going to put it in something called outline mode. If I hold Control Y on my screen, or on my keyboard, I should be able to tell whether or not these anchor points, yeah, this is not a closed shape. So I'm going to get my direct selection tool, and I'm going to get this anchor point. And I can move it around, but I want to drop it until, see where the little word path popped up in pink? I'm going to make sure that both of these are on the path. They should be now. All right, Control 0 and Control Y. That'll get rid of that outline mode. And now that I have everything selected again, I should, wow, that's being really stubborn. I don't really know what the problem is there. We'll have to deal with that in a minute. All right. Let's just keep going so that you can see what we're doing. We're adding together all of these. Did this one not do it either? It did not. That's fun. Okay, I'll deal with it in a sec. Okay, so we've got our tail, and we've got our fish's body, his head. But what do I do with all these pieces that are outside that I don't want? They still light up, but I can get rid of those by holding down the Alt key. See how next to my cursor the plus sign turns into a minus? When I'm holding Alt, that turns this Shape Builder into a delete key. So anything that turns gray when you're holding Alt will go away. So we're just going to do that. All right, we got this piece by his belly. All right. So now if I come back up into my layers and I hide my little fish, I have the basic shape of a fish. I know I've got the issues with the fins, but you kind of get the gist. All right, that's how you use the shape and the Shape Builder tool and the pen tool to trace an image if you're trying to get the basic outline shape of something by using a photograph.